Try to add me to this.
Y'all don't even know what I'm laughing about. Yo, we are live
and
direct, live in effect. It's your main man, Coach Fah, in the building.
And it's your brother, Mr. Lewis,
who is about to tell me a very provocative story, airing out mad people, and then the thing said we live, so then it just was like, I was well played, by the way, my brother. Yo, you was like, oh, after the show.
Yeah.
Nice and good. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for tuning in. We truly appreciate it as always. You know what I mean? Every view matters. We really do appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
This is just, it's a joy. If there's no other way to put it.
Word.
So, on behalf of my brother, we'll be right back. And thank y'all for tuning in to the Candid Corner.
Yes.
Welcome to the Candid Corner. 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 Your number one spot for hip-hop, classic hip-hop, today's hip-hop. You talk about sports, you talk about Knicks, you talk about 76ers, you talking football, you talking about Giants, you talking Steelers. Your main spot for New York and Pennsylvania sports, baby. Right here. Coach Fah, Mr. Lewis, the Candid Corner. Real talk for real listeners. Yeah.
Brought to you by Naptime Entertainment Media and the good folk over at Off the Ball Network. Yo, we are live and direct, y'all. Yo, and Coach, I'm going to call you Coach Lewis after a minute because Coach Lewis pleads the fifth. The fifth. Yeah, so I'm looking down because I'm typing into my little phone about Twitter telling everyone that we are live and direct.
In the MFing house.
Yo, so we got a lot to get into because it's been a heck of a week. So, yo, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump right in to our most wonderful headline heat because it's what's fitting.
Welcome to Headline Heat.
Yo. So, there's so much. There's just so much, man. There's a lot I gotta get into.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's a lot that's happening out there on this wonderful universe of ours. And
right.
I am just so happy sometimes that, I'm on this planet to see some of this madness. But before we start with madness, I gotta see if I can find it again. I had it and it was gone. And it's sad because it was very cool and I had very much appreciation for it. So I lost it and that's fine. But I did want to say that the game is returning. For those who were big into it, but it doesn't look like the sitcom-y thing that it was. It looks more like how Dwayne Johnson's Ballers was.
So they're going to make it a drama like they do on the Fresh Prince reboot.
But it's still starring like the main folk other than the Mowry twin. I forget which one it was. Tia. I didn't see Tia in the trailer, but I saw everybody, literally everybody else except the light skinned brother with the bald head from Burn Notice. I didn't see
Oh,
him.
yeah, I forgot. Yeah, he doing bigger shows now. He doing stuff with like Marvel and whatnot.
Is he?
He was a few years back. He's on another big project right now. I forgot his real name. It's Toby something.
No, I'm joking. Jokes with the Toby jokes, because that's a very old joke. That's
yeah.
no
Wow.
old joke,
Yeah,
boy.
yeah. Well, I know
Back
what you
then.
mean.
Yeah, I'm saying. So this is happening, Lou. I don't know if you
Yeah,
know.
man. I'm excited.
Yo, I'm wild excited, and it's funny to me how. And this is, by the way, Big Daddy Kane versus KRS One, October
Word.
17th,
I'm thinking about ordering a dis.
versus
I'm
Check It
thinking about
Talk,
ordering a.
because it's for hip hop. That's literally what it's for, and that's important.
Yep.
Uh,
About to get my gold ropes and Adidas sweats.
what's funny is everywhere I've been on the net, everybody's swearing up and down, hands down, KRS got it. Which, okay, it's really, really funny to me decades later.
Yeah.
Because in the height of both their powers, it wasn't such an easy toss up.
At all. They were all gods of their own realm. You know what I mean?
And they were gods in the realm of that particular time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will say this, brother. Somebody did say to somebody whose hip hop opinions I truly respect. They were
Mm.
like, that's not the battle that should be taking place.
Mm.
They
I,
said the battle that should be taking place should be Kane versus LL.
okay.
And I can't really be mad at that, because I kind of think that is the right battle for that.
Yeah.
Thus, if you don't mind me saying, Rakim should be the battle for KRS.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. Yeah. Hell yeah.
And I mean, honestly, that those two should do that. And this is cool. This is great, because the other side of it is a lot of people. I don't think a lot of the younger people even actually really, really know who Kane is, and his ability, and what he was in
At
that
all.
time. I
Matter
mean,
of
dude,
fact.
he was in Madonna's freaking tabletop sex book.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Nobody else, no other hip hopper was in that book. Naomi Campbell, Madonna, and BBK. He got there for a reason. I mean,
Seriously.
and I just, again, I just want people to talk proper about Big Daddy Kane. That's all.
There's a podcast about where he talks about his entire career. I'm trying to find it.
Well, I am definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's called the Did I Ever Tell You podcast.
Okay.
And yeah, it's like an entire season of Big Daddy Kane talking about his career.
Wow.
So yes, for those who don't know or not familiar, go check out that podcast. Listen to it. You'll hear it from the man himself.
All right then. Well, thank you, Lou, for that, because you know what I mean. Not everybody knew that, and I didn't know that. So that's a wonderful gem that was just dropped upon the scene. You
Word.
know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So,
yes.
all right. So now we gotta go. We gotta go to this, man, because remember, Ada Baby.
Mm.
Okay, your main man, Ada Baby. They 0-4, and I'm gonna get to that. You know what? You know what? Because it's kind of the same conversation, but this is still headline heat, and the headline is from this wonderful, wonderful gem of a man for giving us such stuff to pontificate about. I mean, dude, Dan Campbell, man, yo. So at his presser the other day, he
Mm.
says coffee doesn't get the job done anymore. I've progressed to harder stuff.
Oh,
Wait for it, Lou. It's been snowing in Allen Park. I'll have to leave it at that.
bruh,
What?
bruh, bruh.
Are you? Wait. What?
He out here with he out here Bob Saget on Half Baked with it.
Yo, bro. I mean,
Mm.
fans
He is skiing during the football season. Come on down off them slopes,
knowing in Allen Park. Really?
bruh.
Really? You just want the DEA to just knock on
I
y'all's
was about
door,
to
huh?
say,
Just,
yeah, and
you
yeah,
know,
they about to drug test him tomorrow.
yesterday, and after day, like forever.
He about to be in rehab immediately.
Yo, coaching from rehab. Hey, all right, Cole X West, you know what I mean? Alabama Z.
Word.
Excuse
Making
me. Good. Time for my mess? Okay.
making Twitter posts and whatnot.
free the dude. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And so, you know what? I mean, his team is 0-4 because I don't think he's sharing his cocaine.
Mm.
But you know he's having cocaine because, as he said, you know what I
Mm.
mean?
Yeah.
Coffee doesn't get the job done anymore. Coffee does me just fine in the morning. Mm-mm. yo, I like a medium roast, but when I need to wake up, I'll go get the dark roast. Or if I really need to pick me up, I'll go get an extra dark roast or espresso. There are levels of coffee, bruh.
Hmm.
I don't think you've exhausted every level of
I would recommend maybe a 5-hour energy.
Yummy! But not like this.
Yeah,
Not
bro.
like
He went
this.
straight back to 1987.
What's up, Tony Montana? Hey! Dan Ski!
Did he start hearing heavily synthesized music?
Bam, bam, brown, brown.
Neon lights everywhere.
Who's that? I gotta write these plays down.
I'll see you in the corner, 1986.
1986. Okay, bruh. So I don't know if you've heard about your main man, Urban Meyer.
Hmm. He just looked
But
like he trying to hide something right there in that pic.
dude, you see the dude behind him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He like he ready to go water boy on him.
But not in the good way.
No,
Like,
not at all.
not at all. So Michael Silver did a whole thread on Twitter because apparently after their loss,
Right.
and they were in that game, and they could have won that game, and they folded, imploded,
Hmm.
lost badly.
Wow.
Little, it was heart crushing. And so the team gets on the plane to go home. Somebody is missing. Somebody's not on that plane, bro. Why is the head coach of a national football team not on the plane home with his team after a
Because he
loss?
went to go find that Detroit Lions head coach.
What he went to go do? Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Ladies and gentlemen, did you see what he just did there? Bravo. Freaking out the building.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, what he instead does is he goes to Ohio, where he owns a bar, and he goes to kick it at the bar. And is on camera fondling some cougar somewhere in the bar that apparently he owns and has big banner like pictures of him and his wife and teams and stuff. And so my main man Michael Silver tweets out part one of the thread. The Urban Meyer situation in Jacksonville has reached a crisis point, especially in the locker room. One player told me he has zero credibility in that stadium. He has very little to begin with. Whoa. Whoa. What?
Wow. Gets no love, huh?
Players were particularly put off by the fact that Meyer canceled Monday's team meeting as he dealt with the uproar over the videos of him and a young woman getting cozy in that Ohio bar. He even canceled the team meeting. He was too scared, a player said.
I'm assuming him and his wife didn't have an understanding.
Yo, I know him and Shad Khan ain't having an understanding right now. Instead, Meyer only apologized to position groups individually. He portrayed the woman in the videos as a random person who was just there dancing. Suffice it to say, his audience was highly skeptical. It was like, man, fuck out of here. Said one player, we looked at him like, what the F? Right when he left, everyone started dying laughing, and he knew it. Bottom line, it's bad, and I don't know how he's gonna function. Whoa. Yo, what is really, 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 really. Oh man. Oh,
wow.
bruh. Somebody was like, this is the Urban Meyer cycle, y'all. Gets hired, finds instant success. Well, not this time. Reports or scandal arises, steps down for health reasons, immediately starts new job as TV analyst, rooming for open coach job, gets hired. Then rinse, wash, repeat.
Yo.
Yeesh.
Hate to see it.
So apparently, bro, you know what I mean? Folk aren't really in on the whole urban cowboy.
Apparently not. That picture is.
Yo. But then, see, because life gives us things sometimes, big one. You know what I mean?
Right.
In this case, life gives us good old herbs trying to explain himself. So
yeah, I just apologize to the team and staff and for being a distraction. It's stupid. So I explained everything that happened and owned it, and just it's myself in that kind of position. No, I stayed to see the grandkids, and we all went to dinner that night at the restaurant. And there was a big group next to our restaurant, and they wanted me to come over and take pictures, and I did. Trying to pull me out on the dance floor, screwing around, and I should have left.
How did the team react? That's probably figured out reaction on your, how do they take it? Your apology?
Well, I've always been so defensive of them. I remember when Trevor told me to go to Vegas for his bachelor party, and I was just, my gosh, man, be careful and surround yourself, and because I've seen this happen, and I just, so the team, I spoke to a bunch of leaders one-on-one, spoke to all the players. They were good. They were focused on Tennessee, and I apologize again for being a distraction, and coaching not be a distraction.
Mm-hmm. That was a distraction, all right.
It's
Had a handful of distraction, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
2 hands full of distraction.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Where the fingers go, sir?
I should have just left. Hold on. I got to hear more of this lie. Hold on.
Yeah.
Did you talk to Shad Khan about it? What was that conversation like? I did talk to Shad, and very supportive. And Trent, I talked to him honestly right when I got that phone call that night. Next night.
Bro, that dude's fired, fam.
Bro.
Grand opening.
Like, where's Bill Duke when you need him? You know you done effed up, right?
You beat me to it. You beat me to it.
Hey,
lucky guy. I am so glad this popped up, Lou.
What up?
Because before we go to commercial break,
right,
Sage still done opened her dumbass mouth again. Hold
on. Lord, call this chick.
Well, I don't know when the last time I filled out my census was, but if they make you choose a race, she's like, you're going to put. I go, well, both. She's like, well, you can't. He goes, well, what if Barack Obama chose black and he's biracial? I'm like, well, congratulations to the president. That's his thing. I go, I think that's fascinating considering his black dad was nowhere to be found, but his white mom and grandma raised him. But hey, you do you. I'm going to do me when you fill out your census. I'm like, wow.
So she literally wants to identify as white on the census, and she feels stuck about it. And her friend said Barack Obama, who also is biracial, said black. And she said, well, how could he say black? Because his daddy wasn't around. Really?
Yo.
Really? Just continuing the bad dad, the bad black dad stereotype.
Yeah, for real. And for two.
You're not white, young lady. I apologize. And white for decade, almost a century or so ago, 1/16 of black blood, and you black. And guess what? None of the rules changed. So
yeah,
I don't really understand what your issue is.
Yeah, me neither. So I saw in the comments somebody said, "Yo, she's showing big raised by her white mom and not that black dad energy." I was like, "Yo, that's hilarious." But I have encountered some of my light-skinned friends who had that same mentality growing up, but they later grew up and evolved and learned and enlightened themselves.
I mean, it's a very interesting and provocative conversation, because to accept the culture of one parent over another is indeed a big deal. And I do understand the whole concept of just because I look dark, why can't I vibe with that side of the family?
Yeah.
I get that a whole lot. But what you don't need to do is put down a side of your family to big up the other side of your family.
Thank you.
So when you do that, it only tells me that you are embarrassed and feel a ways about yourself.
Thank you.
The
Oh, I
black
say
people,
it
we
all the
fine,
time.
bro.
I
We
say it all
fine,
the
sis.
time.
We good, little sis. We good. We good, little sis. So if you don't want to be a part of this, cool. Dan
Mhm.
Orlowski and him, hit it. That's you.
But
But
please,
you don't have to trash a good part of your family because you don't want to identify with them. That's your
facts,
bad. So
facts.
you deal with that, but do not disrespect us fathers who are here. And yo, my pop wasn't there, and I'm still a great dad for mine. So I don't really understand what your problem is.
Yeah. And I don't understand these people that think that somehow all of us are responsible for what your daddy did.
And on that note, we will be right back with some more and more and more great Candid Corner, y'all.
Yeah. Stop what you're doing there, soul brothers and soul sisters. You need a party to get to, which you will be decades outdated and be dressed for. Come on, the Flag Brothers. We got all the vintage gear that have everybody cracking on you at the party. Can you dig it? We got nothing but zebra skin bell bottoms, cobra fish boots. Have you ever heard of that? Cobra fish, baby. And we can't forget, I got that chicken skin fedora. Come on down, players. I got all of it for you. So much in the inventory that it's begging to be on your shoulders. Ladies, come on and get your fly skirts, your platforms. Can you dig it? Come on, get with me now. Act now. You can get 4 coats for $25. Where you gonna find a better deal than that, player? We got nothing but faux fur and pleather everywhere. Well, this soul brother got to move and shake, can you dig? But before we shake the scene, you better come on down and get some. All right, can you dig it? Flag Brothers, King of the Bells. Can you dig it?
You suckers. Dig it, suckers. Dig it hard. Yo, big shouts to my sis MJ's Lasagna, man. She heard a need. Stay strong, sis. I'm with you all day, or you know what I mean? Whatever you need, let me know. You know what I mean? Yo, it's time for some week 4, man.
All right.
Yo, the Jets won a game, bro. They are not 0-4. Get it? 0-4.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Badoots.
Yeah. I mean, and against the Titans too.
Yeah.
I mean, the Titans with like no offensive weapons other than like Derrick Henry because the 2 wide receivers that they have was not playing that day. So, but dude, regardless to whom or what, you play with who shows up, man. That's football. That's
Yeah.
sports.
Yeah.
You know, and then you play with the guys you got. Derrick Henry was still running over people and beasting. But man, you know what? I got to give it to him, man. Because my little man got out the textbooks.
And
He got
got to
into
work.
the gameplay, dude.
Hmm.
Had some big throws and everything, man.
Hmm.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Zachy. Zack attack. Forget a Dak. It's a Zack attack. Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I got to do that because the Giants won too, baby. I gotta get in my 6'4" and drive slow 2 miles an hour after getting it waxed and polished off that joker. Because I think we off the schneid for a little while now. I know we got Dallas next, and Dak and them Sirs, and Amory Cooper. Yeah, Amory, I said. You know what I mean? And big shout out to Micah. All the Micahs in the universe is dope because of Micah Frazier, aka Magic. So Michael Parsons, even though you on that team, you're all right with me.
Yeah. Speaking of the Cowboys and Micah, shout out to Micah, Kenny, Kev, and Jackie linked up together in Dallas last weekend. Yeah. Had to catch that Panthers Cowboys game. Yeah. Shout out to the fam. Much love,
Yes,
y'all.
sir. Shout out to the fam. Long time fan. Chewed a lot of dirt together over the many years in love and respect to all my family.
True indeed.
You included, brother. You included. So, like I said, the Giants won, and I'm very happy about that. Saquon is starting to round into form, and that's really good to see. You know what I mean? And of the other 0-3 teams from last week that I spoke about, the Colts got off their schneid too. Colts got a dub in the Brazil game.
Yeah, maybe they heard us talking.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, man, I'm just wild happy for those 0-3 teams because like Robert Saleh, I know has been working really, really, really hard, and you know things haven't gone well for their team so far, but I feel like when you put the work in, you're gonna get some results at the very least.
Absolutely.
You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? And the Giants, in my humblest of opinions, should be 3-1. But because of mental lapses and things, they're 1-3. And I can go back over games and footage and show exactly where we lost the game and da da da. But to me, it wasn't a skill set or player personnel issue or anything like that. And at the end of the day, I wasn't sure if it was a coaching issue. You know what I mean? I just saw mental lapses and mistakes, which are coaching issues at the end of the day.
Right.
So if you can get that crap shored up, then some good things can happen. Now for the 0-4 Owen Wilson step-nephews. Well, we know why the Jaguars are losing because their coach is halfway disinterested.
Yeah, word.
They got a rookie, supposedly superstar quarterback, but superstar quarterbacks don't come from college. They enter, but they don't come directly in and start lighting everybody up. Like, oh, you old men don't know how to play this game. Ha ha ha. And against the Bengals, they had a chance. I mean, the score is 21-24. And Herb and them kind of just, like I said, let it happen. And then he goes to the bar to let off some steam, where he says in the interview he told his team not to do it, and he did it. And for the very same reasons why he told them not to do it is why he got to be talking to the owner and having Michael Silver do like Twitter threads of like 5 and 6 freaking paragraphs. It's crazy.
Yeah, that boy about to get fired.
Yeah. So the Chiefs won a game. They beat the Eagles 42-30. That was a very tough game for them. Something is up with the Chiefs. They not the Chiefs of the last few years. There's holes.
Yeah.
But it's really, really freaking hard to stay on top.
Yeah, because everybody's coming for your head.
It's really hard, bro, to stay on top.
Yeah, when you number one, everybody's coming for the throne. So yeah,
that's wildly fair. I agree 1,000% there. So I mean, so they gotta shore it up though, because again, right now they're 2-2. You know what I mean? And if Jalen Hurts and them had just finished putting this together, they could easily be, 1-3. If they let the Browns game go, they could have been 1-3 because they were right there. Browns should have won that game. Just like they beat up on the Vikings 14-7. See how I be segueing?
I see you, brother.
And as I said, the wonderful Giants beat the Saints 27-21. Panthers got kind of rocked, and Sam Darnold caught his first L against these very same Cowboys we'll be facing this week, 36-28. Then you got Cocaine Dan and the Lions losing to the Bears, 24-14. And now Justin Fields is the official. Even though we thought he was the official last week, apparently right after the game last week, Coach was like, well, Andy Dalton is our quarterback if he's healthy. And then the other day he was like, Andy Dalton is our quarterback if he's healthy. And then today he's like, Justin Fields is our starting quarterback.
Gassing everybody.
Yo, the Bears don't know what they want to do, man. Somebody must have tapped Nagy on the shoulder. Excuse me, start him. Yeah, but what Andy Dalton's up. Excuse me. Yes, boss. Start him. Okay. So, Justin Fields. So the Texans got eviscerated by the Bills, bro, 40-0. They did not go dinosaur eggs.
That's like high school scores right there, high school numbers.
Dude, I mean, that was Ohio State Rutgers. No offense, Rutgers, because I was really pulling for y'all, man. Greg Schiano, has been actually doing a pretty good job, since taking over that program. But yeah, they got waxed, and kind of like how the Texans got waxed. That whole organization just is, Brother Jay says, So the Falcons and their yuckness lost to the Washington football team 30-34. Yo, on the real, Heineke is trying to really show that he's trying to be like a real deal quarterback. He's trying to wrestle this thing away from Fitzmagic when Fitzmagic he'll get better because, Wilford Brimley still got to play.
Yep.
I got Hippobetus.
Yep. Hippobetus.
But their vaunted defense, that big, strong Washington football team defense is leaking oil. The Giants scored on them. The Falcons scored on them. Like 30 points is a lot in football.
Yeah, it is.
You got Chase Young and all these folks. You're supposed to be stopping these dudes. You don't seem like you're stopping nobody. So another set of 2-2s, doocies. Both teams actually at the end of this one. Seahawks, another one. Something's not gelling right there. They looking gettable right now. And so are the 49ers, keep it a buck. And now Garoppolo's down for a minute and they got what's his name? Trey Lance coming in, and I don't know if they got a whole lot of faith in him to be coming in right now. It's hard for a rookie to just even get used to the speed of the game.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not getting first team reps and getting that experience all the time. Wild difficult. So good luck with that. But the Cardinals, though, what the heck, bro? They 4-0, bro. They beat the Rams. The Rams who just beat the Bucks.
Yeah, man.
37-20, bro.
Yeah, surprising.
Aaron Donald and them's defense got rizzed.
Yeah, man. Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of teams surprising this year.
Yeah, like your Steelers. Talk to us.
Yo, I mean,
Been over.
I wouldn't count him out yet. But once again, it's like we sometimes get a slow start. I mean, it's still early in the season, but
Yeah, but
we
I mean,
really
they're not
need depth in our
playing
quarter.
well.
Yeah, and it's like, but my problem throughout the seasons, well, they finally fixed the secondary issue, but
Okay.
the lack of depth, the lack of depth in the quarterback situation, it's always been a thorn in my side for years. And it's like, we've seen it time and time again. Ben is like a big old target, and people come out and flying at him full speed ahead. So he's guaranteed to get injured at least once in the season. And when he does, it's like, well, all chips are up. I mean, you brought in Najee Harris to make an effective running game to balance everything out, but then you're just constantly launching the ball in the air. So it's like, yo, I need to figure something out. Either balance this game out and still continue to find a good backup quarterback. And yeah, other than
You think
that,
Haskins is it?
mhm,
Or you think Haskins is it? Or they still shopping?
I think they should still be shopping now. I mean, they could work on him, you know what I mean? Because he's a young, fresh, you know what I mean, and he could show promise. But as of right now, I'm not really confident in our backups.
Fair. And part of that is on Ben for not wanting, them to even look in a quarterback direction. You know, and now with him rusting and not looking like the Ben of old, and then they're looking down at their depth, and there really isn't any.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Tough sledding. 1-3 like us Giants. We right here together, brother.
Yep. But
The
hey,
Eagles aren't though. They're 3-1. They beat up on the Broncos, who were 3-0, and now they're 3-1. Teddy and them good, but Lamar and them better. It was 23-7. They came to play that day. And the Bucks barely beat the Patriots. Mac Jones and them should feel really, really good about that loss.
hmm,
They held
yeah.
the Bucks to 19 points. They had 17. They were right there. And quite
Hmm,
honestly, they should have won that game. That was
wow.
the game, but they should have won that game. And then to end off everything on Monday Night Football, the Chargers smacked around the Raiders. Dude, that first half was so ugly for
Hmm,
the Raiders. I mean, they did absolutely nothing.
hmm, hmm, hmm.
Nothing in that first half. But then they got real live in the third quarter. And they made it a game. It was like 14-21. But then Chargers and Herbert and Austin Eckler this week, boy. Ooh, boy, Austin Eckler. I'm gonna talk about Austin Eckler in another segment, but thank you, Austin. Thank you, Austin Eckler. Thank you. I appreciate you. So yeah, yo. Wild week in football, you know what I mean? But a good week, good week. We got another game tonight. Tomorrow night, and that's Seahawks Rams.
Okay.
So that's gonna be another tough one. You know what I mean? And I wonder if these 0-4s, Lions and Jags this week are gonna end up going 0-5.
Hmm.
You know what? Let me look at the schedule real quick, Big Lou. I just want to see who. Okay, Jaguars and Titans. Titans are gonna be mad they lost to the Jets. They're not going to try. They're not going to lose to the Jets and the Jaguars back to back. So I think the Jaguars are going to go 0-5
Hmm.
this year. This week. I mean, the Lions are facing the Vikings. Believe it or not, the Vikings are 1-3 right now.
Yeah.
If though, if the Lions somehow beat the Vikings.
Right.
I think firings may be going on or changes will be starting to happen in Vikings.
Hmm.
So am I picking the Lions that week? No. It looked like to me who both these teams are gonna stay. They're gonna stay with the offer. They're gonna be Owen. So I'm gonna have to come up with I know what it's gonna be. I ain't gonna tell y'all till next week when they become it. But when they become it, I'll have a very cool nickname for that one too. Yo, so there's our football wrap up. Thank y'all for paying
It
attention
is.
to that. It was a lot of fun. There's a lot of great games. We'll be right back. We're going to talk a little bit NBA preseason and opening stuff.
Stay tuned.
It is your main missile, Coach Fah and Mr. Lewis. We'll be right back.
Good morning. Here at Bookfire Farms, we are proud to present spicy jollof rice. Fresh from the hills of Africa, Texas. We've got authentic African ingredients, along with rice. You know, America's favorite staple since colonial times. Come on down here and get you some of this jollof rice. Only takes 2 minutes to cook. Add hot water. Come on down. What is this? You not have no jollof rice. Sir, I swear by the might of my ancestors, we will destroy you and your colonizer farm.
Jollof rice, available in stores everywhere.
Colonizer farm. Oh! You're wild. I'll do.
Since slavery, colonial dance.
Yo, let's go to colonial pen me. Slavery pen?
Yeah, man.
Yo, crazy. So the NBA is back.
And yo, for those be asking why is it like sounds so lo-fi, it's on purpose, y'all. It's supposed to sound low budget on purpose. That's what adds to the funny.
Yes. Wait.
What did they want, a major motion picture? Did they want a major trailer, like a made-for-TV commercial? Is that what y'all looking for?
I want to see the whole, because I want to buy it.
Yeah.
Want to buy something? Buy these.
Yeah. Get you some of these. Get you some merch.
See, I be segueing, boy. All right, so NBA is back. The Lakers are back, doing big things. You know, winning the preseason game. You know, doing big things. It's good. They back. You know what I mean? Joe Ingles is in the building, looking all 007s. You know what I mean?
I'm working on a theory here that
6 Man of the Year candidate, part 2 in the building. Bogdan Bogdanovic.
called B 2 times.
Double OBs.
B Deuce.
And of course, from the Portland Trailblazers, Damian Lillard.
The rapping baller. You know what? He should do basketball the remix.
They're playing basketball.
Curtis Blow on the drum. You think I'm playing? I'm dead ass.
That's a dead ass good idea, yo. You know what I mean? That's yo. And of course, There's no bias, by the way. There's no bias at all, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? I love every team.
Me too. Me
Yo,
too.
I am not talking about Simmons. I'm not. No, I'm
Yeah,
done.
I think I've said enough. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm not talking about Kyrie, and apparently the league and the city ain't really trying to hear him either right now. It's quite interesting.
Hey.
You know what I mean? And the team is talking about how they're not necessarily making accommodations for him.
Yeah. It's like, bruh, come on.
You know, again, yo, it is what it is. You know, they got championship aspirations and goals, and you know, those things should not be derailed by somebody who's not showing up. You know, you got team goals and you got individual things happening. It's a tough situation. I mean, again, I understand those who. I understand that there are possible questions. I'm just going to leave it at that. But at the same time, your question should not hold up the next man if the next man depends on you to eat. Then the decision I feel like needs to be more of a community decision when all of these decisions that you make as an individual affect more than just yourself.
Word.
That's all I'm saying. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I'm going to leave it at that because I'm going to leave it at that. But man, I am very, very, very excited that the NBA season has begun because I do love my basketball. And
Yeah,
this just signifies that Christmas and Thanksgiving is coming.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand the cold, but I love good food.
And yeah, I'm a Capricorn, so I know that.
Oh, birthday, yeah.
Be coming too. Yeah.
Yes. Another day, another year wiser, as they say.
Indeed.
Indubitably. Yo, so I think that about wraps it up.
All right.
I think this was a marvelous week of candidness and corneration.
I agree. Yeah.
What do you think of that beat, though?
Turn it up some.
No, the one I played for the little Nick segment.
Oh yeah, I like that, John.
Yeah, I'll play it again. I don't care because this is the Knicks, so I can play it one more time. I don't
You play it without the video, though.
No. I'm gonna go get my scissors at. Yo, you tripping?
I was like, you know what? This is what I forgot to do during the commercial break anyway.
All right, so you go and send me some really cool pictures of your 76ers, and I'll put a beat to it and make a video for it for next week's show. Oh, and before we get up out of here, ladies and gentlemen, we got Stu Bangers up in here next Thursday, next Wednesday. I'm about to say Thursday. We're not doing it on Thursday. We will be changing up the day, though, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be trying to go 2 days a week, maybe a Monday and Thursday or something like that, because we got football to talk about, and we got basketball to talk about. It's a lot. So we want to be able to give you as much of everything as we can. So we're going to probably do that. So stay tuned. You're going to hear about that. It's going to be very exciting things. But like I said, tune in. Yo, he's working with Dress. He's working with Self-Titled. He's working with a lot of folk, man. Stu Bangers will be in the building.
You know we stay hip-hopped up in this mug.
Up in this mug. Yo, thank y'all for tuning in. Once again, we always appreciate it. Yo, hang out with us on Twitter. Check out the Twitter page. Drop comments. Join, subscribe, the whole nine. We do this for you, and it's all love. This is your main man, Coach Fah.
And your brother, Mr. Lewis. Follow us all on all the social medias.
On all of them, because they are social, and we are the media.
Welcome to the Candid Corner. Welcome to the Candid Corner. Welcome to the Candid Corner.
Welcome to the Candid Corner, your #1 spot for hip hop, classic,